JB versus Nephew, which will be our next match.
And there's so much to think about while you're down here, right? Yo, JB versus Nephew. It's going to be pretty cautious waters down here for both JB and Nephew. But we'll see, man. Again,
Yeah.
JB doing a fantastic job with this Rashid. Nephew keeping it very sturdy with the jury. And as Sherry Jennings was talking about in her interview, man, the flash knuckle is so satisfying to hit. But
Perfect.
that's a conversation for another day or another time. Nephew versus JB. Here we go. Game 1, jury versus Rashid.
Yeah, and you know, interesting too, because we don't see Rashid a lot so far, but a lot of things that JB has shown have been really cool. Wow, we don't see that normal very much either. Back heavy kick or the forward heavy kick, one of the two. Command normal and heavy kick that he has.
I love that break.
Nice, he gets a confirm off that because of hit, and if it's blocked, he gets plus frames anyway. Oh, I like it.
I like that. Bust out, not still attack, spend that meter, despite having the life lead, right? I think it's more important to kind of get JB off lead. That was a interesting sequence, actually. I didn't see that exchange in time. I was like, wait a minute, was he still able to throw out that life like that?
Yeah, a little buffer from Nephew. I think that's a cool idea, you know, just say, listen, I'm just going to do this real quick. If you hit something too slow, I'll catch you with it. And yeah, same kind of idea again. He tried to buffer it after the store on block again.
Going that well a couple of times over. JB also got... Oh, no! Nephew was 100% ready for that interaction, too. You saw it.
Yeah, very smart to get that drive rush out of the air and then get the uppercut after.
That was so sick.
Oh, caught it. He could have done it again, but didn't go for it.
Oh, spinning mixer from the side of JB. Gets set up for the Isar afterwards now. Nephew, he's backing away. Doesn't care about your tornado. He's going to be holding that parry. Forward throw is the least of his worries. He's totally fine with that.
Yeah, a level 2 doing a throw's worth of damage, not even a punish counter throw, is pretty good, all things considered. Oh, and he says, look, I see you whiffing buttons. I know about this frame kill. I'm not going to buy it. Oh, again. It's a lot of drive gauge, though, for Nephew. Oh.
That was it, man. He was ready for the reactions on that. You're looking for the chip damage. No, the air-to-air. Instead, Nephew might have had a chance up until that point.
Yeah. When you block that jump in there, I mean, you're going to churn. It's on Nephew to try to figure out ways to not get chipped there, try to bait it, but it's pretty tough.
If he did, like, jump over immediate level 1,
or, yeah, level 1,
I would have lost it.
That would have been cool. Hard combo confirmed, so JB in the corner early. Little crouching medium kick whiff for the setup. Trying to bait the throw. And good stuff.
Against that Radiant Cyclone. This level 3 is going to be a big equalizer in damage, at least here in the life, but the drive gauge, pretty important to take it down from JB. Oh, still at a deficit, at a slight deficit. Had to get that throw to get the lead. I don't know about all that.
Yeah, huge bait. Surprised. I thought we were going to see maybe a combo to drive impact to try to strip the drive gauge. Whoa, I like that to go over the fireball. Level 2 is available for JB as well.
Big interruption. Nephew 100% ready for that drive rush. In contrast of the other match he had with Chris CCH, right?
I mean, you know, the threat level 2 is there, this other stuff's there, and he just sits there and just plants it. Feet on the ground, wait for it, crouching medium punch drive rush. Good to go. So, well played. And, oh, he tried it. That link does work, but JB a little too far away for drive rush, crouching light kick, and a crouching medium kick. Pressure in the corner here. Pretty rough spot. JB down on drive gauge. Having a bad time.
Now stuck in this corner. The pressure off of the standing medium punch is pretty good for Nephew, but afterwards, he gets to really get a confirm off of it. The fireball is super important to keep JB locked down, but there's a big normal coming out of JB more often than not, and that is the roundhouse. He wants to try to catch Nephew preemptively, but instead, it's the pressure. That's too much for JB. Got caught in the lights again.
Yeah, he kind of just got tangled up. I mean, it happens in the corner against this character. Pretty easy to do. Wow, no anti-air early either. Whoa. Early jumps are pretty strong against Rashid with a lot of characters. As you see, Nephew just, I mean, going back to the well, why not just abuse it? If it's, your opponent has not a great response, level 3 available, does not spend it.
Yeah. And even if he does try to anti-air it, you're making him spend that resource, right? He was talking about it on Twitter. JB literally tweeted it. He's like, you know, this spinning mixer may not be the most reliable, but I got to do my best against Nephew. But right now, hey, this is a big tide turning out for JB. Oh, I like that. I like that. I love that reset. I love that reset for him. American or not, that was cool.
Yeah. Drive rush throw for the kill. Very nicely done after a pretty tragic start to the round, to be honest. It was looking like it was going to be 2-0 Nephew.
Again, he's been very consistent with that crouching medium punch, man. It's a big counter poke tool against the drive rush strategy that JB's been implementing thus far. He's been hit twice over. Big medium punch starter. Gets to continue the combo. Level 3 is going to be close to death. Obviously not going to kill, but you're going to be a stone's throw away from taking it down.
Yeah, it's been quite a gnarly round. I mean, Good idea, but yeah, not going to be plus on that range. It is plus if you drive rush into it, which is nice, but pretty tough spot. I like the idea from JB.
Ball, right? I think Jamie does a pretty decent job, but the problem is, the big nuance is the fact that he has to have that drink. It does not matter. It's going to be Rashid again for JB.
Okay. Right back into it here. So this is the character for him. He's not going to try the Jamie at all.
Dang.
Yeah.
I was excited to see it.
Ooh, anti-air stuffed again there. Tried the crouching medium punch. Not the most reliable, honestly. That is one of the things about Rashid. He has a lot of good stuff, but his anti-airs are pretty suspect.
It is a good way to put it, actually.
A little suspect. And that's set point now for Nephew. I mean, there's not very many characters in this game where it feels like their anti-airs are like that, right? It's kind of an interesting weakness that I can't really think of very many other characters where they have that problem.
It's anti-air with an asterisk behind it, right? Yeah. It's meant to be an anti-air, but it has to be within certain ranges and certain timing. Right?
Yeah.
It's been very difficult to get consistently just as like an autopilot button. If you see somebody in the air, it's like, oh, this is reliable.
Yeah, you gotta be early. Pressure so far has looked really good in this round, though, for JB. Combo, so he gets the mixer. Not enough, but very good spot. I like that, too. Yeah, just walk up, do the jump, say, like, listen, if you go for an uppercut, it's going to miss. Throw, it's going to miss. Covers a couple of really strong options there.
That's the closest thing Rashid will ever get to a walk up and then instant jump eagle spike.
Right.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
No hamburger.
Forgot about that. That's a classic. Oh, drive rush, just whiff. He's about to be in burnout, actually. Yeah, pretty rough for JB here. Side swap on this, too. So he's out of the corner.
I'm good. Man, this character's so cool.
He is really cool in this game. I love like how they've changed him.
I think he's like embraced the streamer life even more.
Yeah. What's up, guys? It's your boy.
Yeah, he sets up with Rashid. Just say his own name. Great block up on the mix. Nephew, man, he has the answer on defense, then fires all cannons as soon as he gets offense.
Yeah, and that's brutal too. Drive gauge speed up, level 2 negated now. JB about to be in burnout. Oh, he challenges though.
I love that drive reversal from Nephew. Not shy of utilizing that gauge, but it's JB again. Immediately after that was stuffed out, he was taking a back seat. He was waiting down for Nephew. That's great. Mid-air too.
Yeah, and he gets the confirm off of it. Hop. Boom. Level 1. Nice. Very clean.
Ready. That was so beautifully done by JB.
Yeah, he was like totally ready for that confirm out of the air, which is unusual with most characters, right? Like not a lot of characters have mid-air drive impact confirms that are easy on the mind, and he just had the right combo.
And I love that. Maximum efficiency. Super optimal. Shout out to Yipes. Oh, that's awkward. Yeah, that air reset was a big bust out for JB. Caught Nephew at the tail end of that full hook and charge.
Ooh, jab check. And he gets away with the charge fireball. Not charge all the way, but halfway.
That's also pretty tricky, right? You can just let it go at a moment's notice. Some people will try to check you if you're holding it for too long.
Right. Nephew spinning that level 1. Not quite in the corner, but yeah, now JB trying to make something happen to get out here. Although this burnout's really useful.
Oh. There's the sky high. Yes, sir. The heavy mixer.
That was mad plus. This is also plus now, too. +1 on the light punch mixer.
So much damage. Oh, man. And it's still within the time limit to get that stun.
Yeah. Very nice. He just like walks him over. Anti-air a couple of times. Drive rush, medium punch. So you don't get a lock, right? Obviously. So smart. Good choices there from JB.
We've been seeing that a lot in actually a couple of tournaments this week. Seeing the lock happen more often than not with some of these burnout situations. But JB, again, very calculated. That's fine.
He gets to do it again. Yep. Boots him right back onto it. Enhanced mixer again. And yeah, I mean, even if you block right there, he's going to be in burnout. Anyway, I like that choice. It's going to be good damage here for JB on this.
The kick follow-up.
Cyclone. Oh,
that
I like
was
that.
Tricky. So meaty on that drive impact. I have not seen that setup ever.
Cute little setup, too. I mean, definitely, Nephew has not probably been hit by that one before. Level 2 available for Nephew. Has not spent any resources yet. Close to putting JB in burnout, and that's why he tries to jump back.
Oh.
Chase down.
There's a low forward confirmed. That's going to be more than enough damage to spending the level 1, just ending it. Bam. Nephew looking at set point against JB.
I like it too. JB, you know, he busted out a pretty cool little setup and, you know, didn't get the round with it, but it was a cool idea. Definitely going to keep Nephew on guard. And now he's got level 2 available. both of them actually, which is big. Both of their level 2s are very strong.
Oh. Push forward, gets the forward throw. The backdash read there from JB, but it doesn't equate to anything big. It just resets the situation more so for Nephew, right? Nephew was in command, but JB, yeah, I was going to say, Nephew's not going to overextend here because of his drive gauge.
Strings him up, keeps it nice and simple there, trying to see if he was going to walk back, get hit low.
He's checking for buttons too, Nephew. He's throwing out certain sequences to see if JB's going to counter poke, but it's going to be the Isar to move Nephew into the corner. That's going to be the main objective, right? Throw the cyclone towards him, get some of that drive gauge as well, and yeah, force the burnout because of that drive reversal. That situation was going to leave JB plus, so Nephew making sure that he stays out of the corner at the risk or at the cost of that. But man, this level 3 is going to be it.
Yeah, very nicely done.
JB.
I mean, that's the big thing, right? It's like Nephew was retreating, running away, and they just ran right back into JB, and JB was on the hunt, right? He's going over there to chase, try to get the kill because burnout's the threat and everything like that. So I love the decision by Nephew to go forward instead of running away against the burglar. So 3-1 win. Very well played there from Nephew, and he moves on for his second chance against Snake Eyes here. Obviously, those two had a slot in the top 16 winners where they had to play, where Snake Eyes got the dub in a very close set between those two, and a very close, like, scrambly set. And, you know, we mentioned those two play all the time, online, ranked matches, all that kind of stuff. They're both grinding, right? So they're very familiar with each other. That's a match we've seen a lot. If you watch either of their streams like I have, I'm sure you've seen it a bunch of times too. So that'll be losers finals here. Winner gets a chance against Reynolds in that grand finals.
Man. Say that sentence one more time towards the end.
Winner gets a chance against Reynolds in our grand finals.
Let's go. That's kind of crazy, man.
Yeah,
Reynolds, that's kind of wild. But at the same time, just as wild here as Snake Eyes in losers finals, man.
Yeah, Snake and losers finals is very cool. It's cool to see him in a bracket.
It really is, yeah. It could have been either way, right? It could have been Snake Eyes in grand finals winner's side. Reynolds, also a very, very big contender, especially with the way he's been handling JB. But again, taking a look at the replay between Nephew and JB, this also could have gone either way, right? This is the moment afterwards where we got to see that really, really cool setup into the meaty drive impact, right? Boom, slam him down. This was so tricky, man.
That is a cool setup, yeah. I can't think of anybody on the planet who'd be ready for that. That is a tricky little setup. You whiff, do the jump down heavy punch, and then get that easy peasy little drive impact on the landing. Level 3 confirmed from Nephew was great, and he played really solid.